I began to contemplate everything that I knew as a Jehovah's Witness. I didn't know anything per se that, like, I want to investigate this or whatever. But I know that all my life I've been warned, don't watch apostate videos, or don't listen, don't read apostate material, don't talk to them. And I felt like, what have they got to say? What could they say that would break my faith? I've got the truth, right? I have the truth. Surely the truth can stand up to any criticism,
Yeah.
right? So I was basically having a panic attack. Heart was coming through my chest, couldn't really breathe, hand was shaking on my mouse. Do I click? Do I not click? And I clicked and I watched a minute of something and I turned it off. It's like waiting to get struck down. Nothing happened. And I heard some stuff in there that really caught my eye and my ear. And so I did a little bit more research, and somebody mentioned crisis of conscience and Ray Franz. I was going, well, I'm not so familiar with Ray Franz, but I remember Fred Franz. He was one of the presidents of the Watchtower Society during my youth. I'd heard his talks. I'd read his books that he had authored. And then they were talking about crisis of conscience, Raymond Franz. And I was curious, what's up with this book? And so I was still terrified. So I went on Amazon.com and I found the book online available. And I didn't buy the book, but I did read the reviews for books, like I do for so many products that I buy in my life. I read the reviews. What do other people have to say about it? And review after review were from current or former Jehovah's Witnesses who shared their experience of how, upon reading it, it had the ring of truth to it. Not a superfluous, make you feel good, tickle your ears kind of truth, but really true, based on my own experiences in Watchtower since I was a child. And people expressed how they couldn't get over how so much of what they'd been taught as truth was not really true. And things that went on inside of Watchtower, because Ray Franz was part of the governing body, right? And 7 guys in New York now. It used to be a larger group of men, probably about 13 at the time. He was part of the governing body. And he shared some insight as to exactly how things went on, how decisions were reached, what went into the publication of the printing of the magazines and the books and all that, and some history of Watchtower that you're not going to hear at the Kingdom Hall, but all proved out to be valid. So after reading the reviews, I became convinced that this is something I did need to read. And I downloaded a couple of chapters and read, and my mind was blown. It was all proven to be accurate, and he was meticulous, some would say to a fault, because he knew his book was going to be viewed with extreme skepticism by Jehovah's Witnesses, right? We're all indoctrinated. We can't believe anything Watchtower could ever do anything wrong. But he had photocopies and faxes and clippings, and everything was copied and documented and referenced in a way that you'll never see in any Watchtower publication or book or magazine. So I holed up in my office, basically absorbing, studying, reading, researching, some days 5-6 hours, other days 10-12 hours, some days 16 hours. I basically put my entire life on pause so that I could really verify whether these things were actually true. Bless you, I can say that now.
Sorry, I sneezed.
All right, well, we've already gone almost 14 minutes in, but it was a process of intense research after really being led by a couple that showed me real love and concern and demonstrated what being Christian really meant for them and pressing upon me. And then the conviction of the Holy Spirit to begin my research. And my research was also based on court transcripts. I kind of left that part out. Court transcripts are probably the earliest things I read, and that is what gave me the courage to actually look beyond that, because in court transcripts, when Watchtower Court goes to court, everybody puts their hand on a Bible, and I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. And if you do some research court transcripts involving Jehovah's Witnesses.
It will open your eyes.
Yeah.
It's mind-blowing. Very, very mind-blowing.
Yeah. Menlo Park, California, congregation, elders being removed because of not wanting to basically have the rug ripped out from under them by Watchtower Corp, who went, your Kingdom Hall is in the middle of Silicon Valley. It's worth millions. And it's basically a bunch of older J-Debs that are still attending there. So the sell it off, pocket the proceeds, and have you guys relocate was the Watchtower Corp's plan. And while you may say Watchtower has the right to do that, in the olden days, local congregations own their own Kingdom Halls. Nowadays, they've redid that where the Corp owns everything. But yeah, so the Watchtower lawyers said things in their testimony that actually were very shocking to me. They made revelations and comparisons to them, to the Catholic Church, simply blasphemous given what Watchtower said about the Catholic Church throughout my life. So anyway, we're going to cut this one off here, and we'll pick it up again on the next one. Much love to you guys.
Bye, guys.
And we'll see you next time.